الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا وآتوا اليتامى أموالهم إلى أموالهم ولا تتبدلوا الخبيث بالطيب ولا تأكلوا أموالهم إلى أموالكم إنه كان حوبا كبيرا وإن خفتم ألا تقسطوا في اليتامى فانكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء مثنى وثلاث ورباع فإن خفتم ألا تعدلوا فواحدة أو ما ملكت أيمانكم ذلك أدنى ألا تعولوا وآتوا النساء صدقاتهن نحلة women and fear Allah through whom you ask one another at the homes. Indeed, Allah is ever over you, an observer, and give to the orphans their properties, and do not substitute the defective for the good, and do not consume their properties into your own. Indeed, that is ever a great sin. And if you fear that you will not deal justly with the orphan girls, then marry those that please you of a woman, 2 or 3 or 4. But if you fear that you will not be just, then marry only one, or those your right hand possesses, that is more suitable that you may not incline, and give to the women their gifts graciously, but if they give up willingly to you anything of it, then take it in satisfaction and ease. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Najmul. Now I call up on the stage Professor Abu Taleb Khan, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Aliah University. Mr. Ahmed Hassan Imran, Editor, Kolom, Rajya Sabha MP, from Trinamool Congress. Mr. Shakil Ahmed, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Minority and Madrasah Education. Ms. Flavia Agnes, Advocate, Director, Majlis Manch, Mumbai. Mr. Fazul Rahman, Mr. A. Fazul Rahman, Secretary General, and he is independent researcher based in Chennai. Ms. Ghazala Yasmin, Head Officiating, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. And Mr. Sabir Ahmed of SNAP, who is our partner in organization of this seminar. Now I invite students to felicitate our esteemed guest, Nishad. Nishad will felicitate Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Abu Taleb Khan. Choitali, Honorable MP Ahmed Hassan Imran. Tasneem, Mr. A. Fazul Rahman. Chandrima, Ms. Flavia Agnes. Nishat again. Mr. Shakil Ahmed, Joint Secretary, MAMED. Chaitali, Ms. Ghazala Yasmin, Head, Journalism and Mass Communication Department. And finally, Chandrima, Sabir Ahmed, Islam. I now invite Professor Abu Taleb Khan, Vice Chancellor, Aliah University, to say a few words and officially begin the seminar.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to all of you, respected dignitaries sitting on the dais and distinguished guests sitting on the auditorium, inside the auditorium. I welcome all of you on behalf of Aliah University. Today we have gathered here on auspicious occasion for one-day national seminar on topics media and marginality, situating the minorities in popular narratives. We have several distinguished speakers for this one-day seminar. Hopefully, you will gather good knowledge from them which will be beneficial for you as well as for community and as a whole for nation. I would like to say a few words about Aliah University, then I will go back to the main theme. This university was established by Act 2007. However, it started functioning from 2008, 5th April. This is the birthday of the university. Today it is functioning in 3 campuses, one in Newtown, another in Park Circus, another one is 21 Haji Muhammad Mohsin Square, from where the Aliah University took a birth. That place called Calcutta Madrasah, which was upgraded to college, college to university, and today we are here. We have 23 departments. So far we have started functioning, and 36 academic program offered through departments. So one of them is journalism and mass communications. So it is in very infant stage. It required lot of efforts, and we have to work hard to bring the Aliah University mass communication journalism department like Jamia Millia mass communication department, and hopefully one day lot of good alumni will come out from Aliah University. I am quite confident for that. Though our honorable MP Imran Hassan Sahib, he said, I said, sir, please wait. Hopefully we'll overcome one day everything. It needs time actually. Anyway, this is a good journey, and I would like to say today Aliah University is producing good students. I will tell you, last few days ago, WBCS result has declared. There 6 candidates were secured Group A at interview, and this year 4 fellow got already job in Group B1 and Group C3. So we are slowly going good direction actually. And not only that, this year from English department several assistant professors got position, geography, Bengali, so on and so forth. Similarly in engineering also. So I pray to God, and we have to work hard day and night for betterment of the university, and that responsibility carry on the faculty. So I have humble request to all my faculty fellows to work further hard to bring the betterment of the university. So anyway, today the main theme is the seminar. Several issues are there because Government of India has declared Sikhs are the minority communities. Though who are those? Muslim, Christian, Sikh, they are the prime, and 3 they are minor, Jainism, Buddhism and Parsis. But Parsi are well off, they are highly educated, their number is meager. When your family is small, you can control better way. However, among 6 minorities, the Muslim minorities are little bigger number. As a result, is chaos is little more and more. To overcome this, if you see clearly the Satcher Commission report, he has subdivided in 4 A, B, C, 15-point agenda. In point A, he has given emphasis for educations. And that educations, he has subdivided 7 numbers. So out of which that we have to establish good minority institute for better learning. So that point, Aliah got some plus point, and today we are seeing is real face of Aliah University, one of the platform. But other communities, those are there, Christian minority, Sikh minority, Buddhism, Jainism, they don't come here. Hopefully I would expect some other communities, Sikh, Christians and other, if it comes, then it will be little more heterogeneous. So environment will be better for higher education and higher learning. Otherwise, everybody will feel this is my property only. That message should be, other communities, some representation should have here. And I expect we are working for that so that it will be better environment in future. Another thing is that whenever comes something against minority or in favor of minority, media plays very important role. Nowadays we have 3 categories. Earlier only solely depend on newspaper or Akashbani. These 2 was there. Now we have come televisions. Moreover, your Facebook has occupied everything. So media plays an important role. But if you see it here, you can give your media information to the society or community in 2 perspectives. One is positive perspective, another is negative perspective. So some media does inflammatory message so that whole community start burning. So we should be avoid and thoughtfully we should give it. When something bad incident occurs somewhere, let us say some madrasa, then whole community gives blame. That should not be correct. Okay? Similarly, when I cross several times in airport, my boarding pass they don't see my face, I am a Khan. But as soon as you see my name is Khan, then they treat you different angle. Because their thinking ability is different because they feel in security checking all Muslims are terrorists and they will several times search my pocket and other things. Prior to that, I surrendered everything, including my fame. So they said, sir, you are a professor in IIT. I said, sir, yes. What do you feel that? No, then no need to take out everything. But I show identity card later on rather than my boarding pass first. Because they will see chappa lagayenge boarding pass. So anyway, so your perspective and thinking should be little rationalized. That we should always think better thing, positive thinking, and minority you see, if you look very carefully, in all the house, all mason work done by Murshidabad peoples, even in Bombay also, but they are not recognized that way. So I wish everybody's contributions in the society among minority are doing wonderful job, but sometimes they are not recognized that way. So I would request media and this discussion that we should give always positive perspective so that it will be betterment for future India for tomorrow. And I am quite hopeful. You will see only few years later, India will occupy a very nice situation. I have a cassette, 20 minutes video. So if somebody, media people wants to take it, I can give them. So there was a discussion, one BBC person came to IIT Mumbai to record about IIT. So they are asking this material that what India produces. So they said India does not produce other than manpower, but good manpower. That is important thing. What way it is? They said Japanese car is famous, Toyota, Suzuki, so many and so forth. Switzerland said we don't make big car and other thing. Our watch is very famous, small, tiny. Everybody uses it, but expensive. German, what they said? We said we are the builder for Mercedes. We are the pioneer in technology. You can see Siemens in the health sector. That MRI machine, only Philips and Siemens made it in global phenomena. And both are European countries. Philips from Netherlands, Germany from Siemens. So India, what they produce? He said, we produce IIT graduates. And that is the best of us. And you see, if you see the Silicon Valley, those are good players. Even Google, they are Indians. So God bless us. We have capability, we have intelligence, everything from minority and non-minority equally. So we should give emphasis. I would request to the media people, if you see the girl student in IIT, very meager number. Out of 10,000 seats, only thousands for women seats. And that also, minority may be 0.0005%. Maybe out of 1,000 students, maybe 3 or 4 girl students. They have occupied IIT seats. And they are from either Bihar or UP or sometimes Tamil Nadu versus Andhra. That is my statistics. Last 20 years I can share all of you. So I have a request that we should nurture in our minority schools for better girl students to occupy in the seats in the IIT. West Bengal medical is okay, but engineering in prime institute, we are far, far behind. So I have a request to the media people, how to promote them in positive manner for better learning and other things. So I wish all of you this one day seminar, you will enjoy here very nicely, and hopefully you will go back with your destination again with sweet memory. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was Professor Abu Taleb Khan, Vice Chancellor, Aliah University. Now I invite Ahmed Hassan Imran Sahab, more as editor of Kolom, because this seminar is on media, to say a few words. And I request all these distinguished speakers to confine themselves.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Professor Abu Taleb Sahab, Abu Taleb Khan, he has said that he is Khan also. So, but you should not be disheartened. Not you are the Khan who has been heckled in the airport, but another Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, he is also heckled in the New York or something in US airport. So Khans are like that. So what I want to tell that distinguished guest and those who have come to participate in this August seminar. Today I have come not to speak, but to listen. Because I am also a media person. I edit one Bengali newspaper, Kolom, daily Kolom. And from my student days, I am connected with journalism. And I started it as a monthly newspaper, monthly magazine. Then it turned to a weekly, and then to a daily, a long journey. And this Aliah University, it is a long tradition. This was the first institution enrolled in the whole subcontinent. In the history it is written that students from Central Asia also once came to this institution, Aliah Madrasah. And with the great demand from the student community, Aliah Madrasah and college, it upgraded to a university. Aliah University, as I said, that it played an important role in the subcontinent, whole subcontinent. In Bangladesh, in Pakistan, students came, faculty came from those places. A great institution, as I said. And you'll be astonished to know that when post-mortem in the medical college in Kolkata was a taboo, it first conducted in Aliah Madrasa. So it has that type of progressive attitude at that time. And now Aliah University, it has many faculties in science, in theology. So it is really very good that its journalism department, they are organizing this type of a seminar. And I must say that it is needed here for two reasons. First thing is West Bengal, it is a very good Muslim population. Almost 30% of the population are Muslim. But if you count how many Muslim journalists are there in Bengali or even in English print media, you'll be astonished. I think it will be within 10 or 12. And media, as Professor Abu Talib Sahab has said, is playing a very great role in a democracy. So we need journalists, and from community also, different communities, journalists should come up. Yesterday only in Bardwan, it's a district town nearby, our Kolom newspaper organized one seminar with the help of a NGO there in Bardwan. And there a great journalist and editor, ex-editor Anjan Basu, he said, when he took one Mahato as a reporter for his newspaper Pratidin, many people objected and many people were surprised that a Santal Mahato, he can be a reporter. So this type of attitude prevails in the society. So people from every community should come up with their ideas, and they should participate in the mass media. This should be done. And I hope that Aliah University's journalism department, it will play a great role in fulfilling this lacking in the Muslim community also, because Aliah is not confined to any community. Every community, students and every teachers of every community are there in Aliah University. But I will request the VC, our Honorable VC, to give some attention so that from Muslim community also, journalists and media persons should come up. And he spoke about social media. Social media is also playing a great role, making many a journalist. But sometimes social media is becoming unsocial media, that we have to also keep in our consideration. Sometimes social media is propagating fake news, creating tension without any basis to the society. So we have to see about these things also. And lastly, I will say that my newspaper, it published everything, national, international, everything. But with that, it focused in community issues also, Muslim issues also. Because in West Bengal, previously, now the thing has changed for a better. There was no focus on Muslim community, who are almost 1/4 of the population. So, here also, in India also, we can't ignore a population of 18 crore or 20 crore, whatever it may be. And with everyone, taking everyone along, will progress. And I'm thankful to Aliah University that you have focused on marginality as well as on the minority issues. And I hope this seminar will be a success and throw light for our unity and it will be really a success. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I now invite Mr. Shakil Ahmed, Joint Secretary MAMED, to say a few words, and I once again request all our esteemed speakers to confine to the time.
Good morning. I will stick to. I will limit my speech to 2 minutes only. I welcome you all on behalf of the Minority Affairs and Madrasah Education Department, of which Aliah University is a part. I think we all should be happy that Aliah University is gradually coming out of its shell, and gradually organizing this kind of seminars and programs on the topics which are not only relevant to the minorities but also to the whole nation. The role of media, as we know, is gradually increasing in setting up the mood of the nation. We have some very good eminent speakers lined up for today's program, today's seminar. I believe that that today's discourse will not only put the situation where the minorities are, what are the roles of the media in setting up the mood of the nation. The reason why the minorities are portrayed in a negative way in the media, the present situation, the race and the road, and most importantly, it will give us a roadmap how to set the things right. So I will not take much of the time. Wishing you all a very enriching day and a very knowledgeable day. I hope we'll get something out of this seminar after the end of the day. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Especially I thank you for sticking to the time. I now invite Ms. Ghazala Yasmin, Head, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, to deliver the welcome address, and she in brief and nutshell will speak about that seminar.
Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, a very good morning. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Abu Talib Khan, Janab Ahmed Hassan Imran, Honorable Member of Parliament and Editor of Daily Kolom, Janab Shakil Ahmed Sahab, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Minority Affairs and Madrasah Education, our esteemed guest and plenary speaker who has taken out her valuable time for a very busy and a hectic schedule. We are privileged to have you, Miss Flavia Agnes, here on the dais. Our invited expert on Islamic jurisprudence, Mr. Faizur Rahman, he's a regular columnist with The Hindu. Dignitaries of the dais, members of the press, our august audience, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a moment of pride, privilege, and pleasure for me to welcome you all on this one-day national seminar on media and marginality, situating the minorities in popular narratives, being organized by the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Aliah University. Perhaps your august presence in overwhelming numbers kind of reiterates the need for an academic rational deliberation on this very pertinent theme for the seminar, encapsulating media, marginality, and minority. George Gerbner is a very famous social scientist pertaining to the mass communication field, and he made a very interesting argument when he said that when it comes to media portrayals, if you're overrepresented, then you yourself start believing that you have a lot of opportunities and choices. But if you're underrepresented, you see yourself as having just the opposite, as if having no scope to kind of connect to the mainstream. Since the media grants legitimacy to certain populations by including them and treating them respectfully, fair and equal representation is critical for building a healthy, multicultural, pluralistic society. Most of the times, minorities in India do not see themselves mirrored in the media, and there perpetuates a feeling of rejection amongst them. It trivializes their contributions and devalues their role as a citizen of the nation. There's an argument by Foucault where he says that power produces, knowledge, and this is kind of perceived as truthful considering the post-truth scenario that we live in, and it helps us to understand power that operates through mass media and produces the subject, in our example, minorities. Power is closely associated with the media. Most of the times, the media suggests convenient solutions when the society is faced with a new problem. So one shall be warned by, being too complacent about not being able to critique the role of the media. We are not a mental tabula rasa, so media cannot instill meanings and interpretations in us. But then I also need to reiterate the fact that when media has the power of having integrating explanatory and legitimate power to shape and define our political reality. What is involved here is an act of organizing social reality by the media, which might have not existed before, and it also reshapes the meaning of existing tendencies. Essentialist ideas of a demonized national character and ethnic differences, minority differences, majoritarian and minority differences are often mobilized by state and media in times of war and conflict, further illustrating how discourses are not necessarily confined to minorities. And the majoritarian overview then remains an imperializing and opportunistic discourse capable of accommodating all. Well, these issues are disturbing. They should challenge us all, and they should kind of instill in us the effort to take very seriously the media's representation of minorities. This national seminar, therefore, is an attempt to go beyond the commonsensical understanding of the relationship between press and its coverage of minorities that has so far been addressed from the optics of religion, caste, and linguistic barriers. Taking this as a point of departure, the seminar shall serve as a platform to rethink the relationship between media and minorities vis-a-vis political process and policy making for the future. The key questions dominating various sessions will be that, how do media portrayals of India's myriad minorities contribute to their marginalization, and how do media construct their otherness in visible and in invisible ways? Well, this seminar has brought together media luminaries, stalwarts, erudite academicians, researchers, scholars from across disciplines, journalists, human rights activists, and students to deliberate on the issue of minority and marginalization, to voice their visibility and access and representation in a world which is increasingly getting mediatized. Our Vice Chancellor already spoke about our dependence on the current trend of the social media. The misrepresentation that Muslims get in the media is not just limited to them, but to most minorities. And here we need to critique the role of media, which plays, in the sense, the kind of media reportage and the practice that is needed to integrate into the contentious and draconian aspects of the Indian state, which we see in the current contemporary times. Media and journalists and I talk about minority journalists, they often face the dilemma of balancing their social commitment to provide better coverage and kind of try to create, a report, but then they always have this fear of being ghettoized to the minority beat, and therefore they have their professional careers restricted. Minority actors find themselves caught between the need to find roles in which they can hone their craft and earn a living, and also recognize many of the roles which contribute to public negative stereotyping of minorities. Well, such are the quandaries of marginality and the absence of power. So, this seminar aims to focus on media representation of visible minorities and outline the common stereotypes facing these groups. It shall also be an endeavor to examine the barriers and obstacles encountered by minorities behind the scenes in news and entertainment media, and provide a glimpse into the visible minority media production. Finally, the seminar shall raise the need for minority diversity policies and the potential for the next steps that needs to be taken for balanced and more realistic media portrayals of minorities. Thank you so much.
I now invite Mr. Sabir Ahmed of SNAP, who is our co-organizer, to give formal vote of thanks.
Thank Mohammad Riaz. Thank Ghazala has already set the tone for this today's seminar. What a seminar. I would like to end this inaugural ceremony by thanking all of you who have come forward today to participate in a very important discussion. But I'd like to thank especially to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Abu Taleb Khan, who is always supportive to our endeavor. Without his encouragement and support, this would not have been possible. I would also thank Imran, Hassan, editor of the Kolom, who has taken keen interest in the discussion and deliberation. Look forward to see it. And I would also like to thank the distinguished speaker panelists who came from outside Calcutta Flavia, Mr. Fajur Rahman, and then other speakers including a very distinguished journalist Snehasi Sood, Subhajit Bagchi, Maria Shakil, and also some key person who will be chairing the technical session, for example, Dr. Ipsita Haldar, Amal Sarkar, and Surhita Bosu, Subhadas Mollik. They will be chairing the technical session, so I also like to thank them. Especially, I would like to thank the key architect of this seminar, Muhammad Riaz and Ghazala Yasmin. Actually, they have been working for the last 2 months to make this happen. And also two of my colleagues, Muhammad Anwar and Amirul Alam. They has played a big role, in organizing this seminar. So, given the time span, I'd also like to thank the university staff who are cooperating us to conduct this seminar. And all of you who, despite Sunday, have taken keen interest for today's deliberation. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sabir Ahmed. Now we stand up for the national anthem, and then we'll have the preliminary session. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayake Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravid Utkal Banga Uttar Himachal Yamuna Ganga Utkal Jadati Taranga तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदाय जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. Thank you.